We're living in a pretty wild time, right? Just a couple of years back, a lot of creative jobs felt, well, totally future-proof. But now, AI can write code, it can design logos, it can even compose music. And this isn't just about some new tools. It's a fundamental shift in what it even means to be an innovator. The secret to thriving, not just surviving, but actually thriving, it isn't in the tech itself. It's all about how we think about the tech.
So that leads us to the big question. Really, it's the question we should all be asking ourselves. In a world where AI is getting smarter every single day and change is happening faster than we can keep up, what is our ultimate advantage? What's the thing that makes human ingenuity, well, irreplaceable? The answer is surprisingly simple, but it does require a whole new way of thinking.
And that right there is where this idea of the tech mindset comes into play. It's about completely rewiring our approach. For years, the advice has been to collect skills like they're badges. Learn this software, master that platform. But honestly, that's a losing game. The real advantage isn't what tools you know, it's how you think.
Okay, so what in the world is the tech mindset? Let's break it down. Simply put, it's a strategic way of thinking that uses adaptability, systems, and creative integration to really thrive. And that word, strategic, that's the key. We're not talking about a to-do list of tech skills to learn. This is a mental framework, a whole new lens for seeing problems and spotting opportunities.
This right here, this visual just nails the shift. The old way was reactive, kind of like being on a conveyor belt. A new tool pops up, you learn it, and then you just wait for the next one. But the tech mindset, that's proactive. You're in the driver's seat. You're anticipating the turns. You're building a strategy for the road ahead. It's all about being the architect of your own process, not just another cog in the machine.
Actually, here's the best way to think about it. This mindset, it's your personal operating system. Yeah, just like the OS on your phone that manages all the apps, the tech mindset is the underlying software that runs your skills, your creativity, your ambition. See, without the right OS, even the best apps can't work properly. And this is the software for your success.
So if this is our new operating system, how do we install it? Well, it's built on 3 core pillars. The first one, and maybe the most important, is adaptability. It's about learning to embrace constant change, not as some kind of threat, but as the new normal.
Man, it's so easy to feel like we're just treading water, trying to keep our heads up with all the constant updates and new tech popping up. But here's the thing, the world is not going to slow down for us. The real shift happens when you stop seeing change as this giant wave you have to survive, and you start seeing it as a wave you can learn to surf. That's what this is all about, reframing constant change as a field of endless opportunity.
So how do you actually do this? How do you practice it? It really comes down to a few core habits. First, you've got to make learning a non-negotiable part of your day, almost like a mental workout. Second, you have to intentionally seek out challenges that make you a little uncomfortable, because that's where the growth is. And finally, you got to cultivate this relentless curiosity, always asking why and what if.
Okay, so once you're comfortable with change, the next pillar is all about how you harness it. And this is pillar 2, thinking in systems. This one is a total game changer because it shifts your focus from just solving a single problem to building a process that can solve it forever.
This quote just captures it perfectly. Look, anyone can fight a fire, but a true innovator stands back and asks, hey, how can I build a fireproof system? That's the essence of systems thinking. And it's not just for engineers or coders. It's a superpower for literally anyone who wants to be more effective and get some of their time back. And listen, this isn't some crazy complex engineering formula. It's actually a pretty simple 3-step recipe. First, you take any challenge and you just deconstruct it into its smallest pieces. Then you look for the patterns, the tasks you're doing over and over again. And finally, you design a system to handle that pattern automatically. That frees you up for the important stuff. It's really that simple.
Which brings us to our third and final pillar. And yeah, it's the one that everyone's talking about, partnering with AI. And let's be super clear here. This isn't about robot overlords or anything like that. It's about seeing AI for what it truly is, your new creative co-pilot.
The whole story around AI just needs a complete rewrite. It is not here to replace you. It's here to augment you. Think of it as a tool that gives you incredible leverage. Leverage for scale, leverage for speed, and leverage for exploring creative ideas you just couldn't get to on your own. It's your partner, not your replacement.
So what does this partnership actually look like day to day?
Well, it's the writer using AI to brainstorm 50 different headlines in 30 seconds. It's the entrepreneur automating all those boring customer support queries so they can focus on building their product. And maybe most powerfully, it's the artist using AI to generate whole new visual styles, amplifying their own creativity to break through blocks and figure out what's next.
So there you have it. Those are the three pillars: adaptability, systems thinking, and AI partnership. Let's pull it all together now. This isn't about getting ready for some far-off future. This mindset, this is your advantage, and it starts today.
When it all boils down to it, it's these three things: embrace change, think in systems, and partner with AI. That's it. That's the framework that is going to define the innovators of tomorrow. And that's the real takeaway here. This isn't some abstract business school theory about digital transformation for big companies. No, this is about you. Adopting the tech mindset is, at its core, about unlocking your own personal and professional potential in a world that's demanding more from us than ever before.
So, we'll leave you with this one last thought. The future, it isn't being built with code or circuits alone. It's being built with a mindset. And the only question left is, what are you going to build with yours?